Hello everybody, and welcome to one of the dumbest runs that I've done in a while. Only subs and Mermonkeys on Bloody Puddles Chimps, and also I can only use the Puddles. I did that just as a bit of an extra challenge. The hardest part of this run by far was figuring out the round 7 here. This round 7 is stupidly precise with the 100 Mermonkey. It might be possible to do it without that, but doing it with the 000 just seems so precise. I don't want to do that. Getting the 100 to start to work already took me over an hour, but once I got that round 7 to work, the rest of this early game wasn't too difficult. This run was inspired by a player named Awesome Dommy who did only Puddles first, and when I saw that I was like, oh, I could definitely do just subs and Mermonkeys if I can figure out that start. I think I actually had a different start than he did, but still worked, so yeah. This run was also done over a month and a half ago as of uploading this, which was actually last version in version 52, which means that Mermonkeys are a lot more powerful. The echosense network upgrade gave more range than it does now, which made this run possible. Although I do think you could do it in current version if you decide to use slopseidon. I also didn't want to use slopseidon because I thought that would make the run a little too easy, so I went for the second best strategy, which is sub-commander and preemptive. Not a great strategy, but not very cringe at all. I had to get a 220 sub for round 28, that's by far the cheapest way to kill all the leads, so yeah, that's nice. This round 40 took me quite a while to figure out. I had to budget really well to actually afford everything I needed to be able to kill the Moab, but once I managed that budgeting, it worked pretty easily. Also, since this run was done during version 52, the Riptide champions are a lot cheaper than they are now. I don't think that has much of an effect on this run, but it probably did a little. It definitely has no effect if you decide to use slopseidon instead of sub-command or preemptive, but yeah. I afford the preemptive here on round 76, and everything after this point was just completely free, except round 98. That one took quite a long time. I get the sub-commander here on round 84. While not very good on its own, being able to double the damage of the preemptive strike is decent enough to make it a usable strategy. I also go for the Lord of the Abyss here because the Pierce buff to the sub-commander is very, very nice, and also the very high damage that this guy does is going to be very useful. And since I'm really running out of water space, I want to buy more big towers, not more small towers, and the Lord of the Abyss is the best way to do that. Well, yeah, so I buy some Arctic Knights here on 96, and these are going to be in slightly different spots than you'll see on round 98. That's because I went back to get them in different spots, which was better for 98, but the recording of that round 96 victory is really, really ugly, and this one just looked a lot nicer, even though it plays pretty much the same, so it's not much of a difference. This round 98 though, this took me a while. This 98 took me like 45 minutes to figure out, and was the only reason this run was even like a little difficult. timing the Arctic Knight abilities well was annoying, and I had to buy a bunch of mid-round Riptide champions. The Arctic Knights are good here, even though there's no walls, just because they can do a bit of extra damage I can't really get from anywhere else right now. With the newly buffed preemptive strikes, 20,000 damage on the first strike ability, round 100 was a complete joke. And boom. With that, I had completed the third ever 2-tower type chimps on Bloody Puddles, as Desperado Beast and Desperado Merm had been done before this, but I got the third one, and I also did it with only the Puddles. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye.